I wasn't completely aware that there was a bad option during my first couple of playthroughs in Baldur's Gate 3, and I certainly wasn't aware that there was a slightly hidden romance option entangled within it. My first game, I spoke with the Drow Minthara at the Goblin Camp, and when she asked me to attack the Grove, it just seemed like heresy. So, given I had a quest to kill her from Halsin, I just killed her. About halfway through my second playthrough, I found out that you could actually go full on bad guy and attack the Grove. It's funny though, because I hadn't even considered it. It's not made entirely obvious either, especially if you're leaning towards a good alignment. So once I was done with my second playthrough, I decided to make a Drow. Perfect bad guy, right? And I went about my evil game. I'm actually going to make a video about that soon too, because I wasn't always clear on exactly what I had to do. It's also really cool to see that there are entirely different dialogues available, and even a new celebration scene at camp as well. And wouldn't you know it, there is definitely an additional romance in Minthara. I had heard rumors that you could get Minthara as a companion, but had no idea that going the evil route leads you almost directly into her web. I found out she can't actually be a companion as of yet, at least, which was disappointing, but she does have the romance option, which is a good consolation prize. You'd honestly have to go out of your way to avoid her very obvious interest in you when playing the bad guy scenario. Her first very forward interaction comes after you've finished the raid on the Grove, killing both the tieflings and the druids.
Praise the Absolute, sister. She will reward us well for this exquisite carnage. The true honor is to serve the Absolute. She loves you fiercely. I see that in the strength she has given you. And she has so much more to give.
The tadpole thrashes violently in your brain. Your blood hums. You are changing.
This is the Absolute's reward. You will do great things. There is a bond between us, true soul. I can see what you are, what you want, and you can see what I want.
Through her eyes, you see yourself, skin glistening with sweat, hands bound. Ecstasy or terror, maybe both. You feel her breath on your neck, her fingers running down your spine, and then it is over.
I will come to your camp tonight. We will celebrate this victory together.
So I've gotta say Minthara's over-the-top excitement at killing all the inhabitants of the Grove is a little weird. But she's evil, and so I guess she likes that sort of thing. Technically, in this game I'm evil too, and I tried to play that way. But it's still a bit much for me to get used to. It feels as though she pushes herself on you pretty quickly though. I guess as a result of the carnage? It's also interesting to note how she makes contact with the tadpole and you get that dialogue about how you're changing. I'm getting a 50 Shades of Drow, get it? Because Drow are almost always gray. Vibe from this because she talks about tying you up. That's not really my thing, but yeah, I'm getting myself involved with a crazy Drow lady, so I guess we'll see what happens next. When you talk to her again, it transitions into the camp scene and plays this little introduction.
As you approach your camp, the raucous celebrations have already begun. The goblins praise the Absolute, but their celebrations also honor their leaders, Minthara and you.
You fought well, and so did these creatures, thanks to our leadership. When you tire of their company, come to me. Tonight, you are mine.
Well, dang. She is incredibly dominant, huh? She's like, you're mine, get ready. Alright, lady, let's do this. You still have to seek her out and talk to her to actually initiate the scene with her, though, so I headed over and got this bit of dialogue.
As she looks you up and down, her mind touches yours. You feel her hand at your neck, her lips closing around yours.
Are you ready to give yourself to me? Good. I will join you when you go to your bed. You are mine.
So she is an incredibly visual person, huh? Lots of vision pushes, which is kind of unique. That only really happened with Gale's romance, and only in that one scene with the weave. I haven't romanced everyone yet, though, so there might be more of it, but it seems as though these visions are Minthara's speciality. Maybe she's just really connected with the tadpole's power. Once again, there is a majorly dominant / submissive thing going on here, and it seems you don't have much of a choice but to just go along with it or say no. Now for the big scene. I was surprised to see that there is actually nudity in this scene. I'm going to clip the heck out of it though, because I do not want to get in trouble with the YouTube police. Enjoy the kind of censored show.
You are here. Good. Come with me. Now, lie down. Your obedience will make this more enjoyable for both of us. Tell me what you want, and you shall have me.
So it's nice that they finally offer some choices at the beginning here, but I have to confess I was scared she'd just attack me if I didn't go along with it. Hard to know how to act with a lady like this. They get right into it though, and there is a lot of skin and a lot of interaction. The animation could use some work, but the majority of it is there. I was actually a little upset that so many of the main scenes have nothing at all, and yet this sort of side romance has a full scene. I'm not hating. Okay, maybe I'm hating just a little.
So do your minds. Her whole being is laid bare before you, and half hidden at the center of her desire, you discover something unexpected. Fear.
I would have you by my side in Minthara when our work on the surface is done. But for now, it will be good to fight alongside you. Rest. Tomorrow we have fresh orders.
After a night together, there is actually some cuddle time, where I guess your character is sensing some of Minthara's thoughts coming through. If you choose to probe her fears, she will get really frickin' pissed off, so it's better to go with focusing on her desires. It's pretty cool that she ends up talking about how she would have you at her side, like she is seriously into you, but then something a little unexpected comes next.
In your dream, you stand over yourself as you sleep, a knife in your hand, murder in your heart. You are ready to strike, to end your own life. But then a shock runs through your mind. This is no dream.
I had hoped you would sleep through this. I take no pleasure in what I must do. In another life, I would have taken you as my consort in Minthara, but the Absolute demands your death. True, and you played your part well. But now it is done. I suppose it is not for me to judge, but for the Absolute. You must go to Moonrise Towers. There you will either prove yourself or die. to gather our forces in this region. They're ill-disciplined. Without a strong hand, they'll disperse. The Absolute has spoken to you already, in whispers and dreams. But at moonrise, you will be in her presence. She will test you. If you fail, you will break. If your faith is strong, you will become something even more beautiful. With difficulty, but I can help. The land around Moonrise is cursed. Traveling there will sap your strength and your sanity. But I can protect you. There is an artifact with the power to negate the curse. A wretched creature in my service holds that artifact. He will be your guide. He will wait for you at the mountain pass. I warn you, he is quite mad. But he knows the path to Moonrise better than anyone. Go to him when you are ready. And do not return to the goblin camp. As far as they know, you were destined to die tonight.
What the heck? I mean, I know she's the evil romance, but I'm kind of confused by how this whole thing went down. First it's all, the Absolute loves you. You're a leader to the goblins on pier with me. And she wants me by her side. And then it's killing me in my sleep. And the Absolute wants me dead. And don't go to the goblin camp again because they'll all think you're dead. I mean, what the hell? Talk about feeling like I did all that evil crap for nothing. I mean, she doesn't kill you. And you can pass a check to sort of get another chance with the Absolute, I guess. At the end of the conversation, she gives you a lead to a friend of hers that can negate the curse, allowing you to travel overland, which is pretty cool. But going back to the weirdness of the whole entire encounter, why does the Absolute demand my death? I thought I did a good job. It's just weird. I have no idea where this test is going to go because it's not in the game yet, but maybe it turns things around. I actually liked the idea of this angle to the game too, so it left me feeling a little shafted, not walking away with anything but a faint possibility. I'm not sure how I feel about the romance itself. I can't say I really like the idea of someone literally stabbing me in the back after spending the night together. I mean, do you think you'll actually be able to continue the romance at a later time, or is this intended to just be a sort of bonus romance fling? Like sleeping with Isabella in Dragon Age Origins, for instance. I feel like it should have more oomph to it, though, because it replaces whoever else you could have slept with that night who is a main party member. What do you guys think? Personally, I feel like it adds a lot of flavor and variety, but it's not my cup of tea. I still love the idea of trying to see all of the romances eventually, though, and how much replay value it adds, so I'm not complaining by any means. The whole time I was playing through her dialogue, though, I was just like, dang, lady, and whoa. I loved that I played a drow for this too. I hadn't thought much about it, aside from the fact that I wanted a drow for my evil game, and it ended up working out perfectly for a romance with Minthara too. Now I just have to work Lae'zel over. One day I will make her love me. See you guys later.